Programming brought to you by AWI Networks. Smarter Internet.
Thanks for joining St. George News at 8. I'm Marissa Sarback in for Scott Beadle. A 27-year-old Utah National Guard member from San Juan County was killed in Afghanistan Wednesday when a building he and his team were clearing exploded. The incident also left 11 others injured. Governor Gary Herbert confirmed Thursday during a press conference that a 12-member team of the Utah National Guard was involved in an incident in a booby-trapped building that turned deadly for Aaron Butler of Monticello, Utah. While the governor did not release any names of the soldiers involved, Butler was subsequently identified as the soldier who had been killed. 8 members of the National Guard team are from Utah, Herbert said, while 3 are from other states. Each suffered various degrees of injury, according to the governor. A 43-year-old man was arrested Monday for allegedly sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl in his vehicle as her mother slept in the back seat. Just after 6 a.m. Monday, Utah Highway Patrol troopers were dispatched on report of an assault in Washington County. When officers arrived, a 15-year-old female was standing outside of a Ford truck on the passenger side. She stated that he had touched her, referring to the driver. The 15-year-old's mother was in the back seat of the pickup and was visibly upset. The driver, identified as 43-year-old Felipe de Jesus Chavez Banos of West Jordan, was detained for questioning with a Spanish translator. Chavez Banos was arrested and transported to the Washington County Purgatory Correctional Facility. A fundraiser for the daughters of Christy Manzarez will be held Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. at a hair studio located in St. George. The event will include $10 haircuts and a parking lot sale. Christy Manzarez was found dead on an Alaskan cruise ship in July 25th. The FBI has arrested her husband, Kenneth. He is being charged with murder in connection with her death. The couple has 3 daughters ranging in age from 13 to 22 years old. The Cuts for Christy fundraiser is being organized by her niece, Kenzie Coleman. Coleman and several other volunteer stylists are offering $10 haircuts for both women and men at a salon located at 1054 East Riverside Drive. Fire restrictions across central and southwest Utah will be rescinded Friday, fire officials announced this Wednesday. Thanks to the recent rainfall and favorable long-range forecasts, fire managers with the Color Country Interagency Fire Center are rescinding fire restrictions over the following: incorporated private lands, State Lands Bureau of Land Management lands, and Fish Lake National Forest lands starting at 12 a.m. on Friday. Human-caused wildfires have decreased the past couple of weeks. President Trump is taking aim at members of his own party. He launched an attack on 2 Republican senators on Twitter today as another cast a grim view of his support within Congress. Janae Norman has the details.
President Trump quick to condemn the terror attack in Barcelona, a car barreling into a crowded area, but still facing backlash over refusing to do the same when a car rammed into a crowd in Charlottesville, Virginia.
I think there's blame on both sides.
The president seemingly equating the white nationalists and neo-Nazis in Charlottesville with those who were protesting their racist views. Today, Trump going after members of his own party who called him out over his response, tweeting calling Arizona Senator Jeff Flake, Flake Jeff Flake, who is weak on borders, crime, and a non-factor in Senate. He's toxic. And writing, publicity-seeking Lindsey Graham falsely stated that I said there is moral equivalency between the KKK, neo-Nazis, and white supremacists and people like Miss Heyer. Such a disgusting lie. He just can't forget his election trouncing. The people of South Carolina will remember. Lindsey Graham responding, because of the manner in which you have handled the Charlottesville tragedy, you are now receiving praise from some of the most racist and hate-filled individuals and groups in our country. For the sake of our nation, as our president, please fix this. history is watching us all. While expressing some sympathy for Trump, former House Speaker Newt Gingrich stating the president's standing with his own party is grim.
He has much weaker support in the Congress than he thinks he does. And I think a lot of it is, frankly, self-inflicted.
In the wake of the car attack in Charlottesville, the president said he waited to respond to get all the facts. In the case of Barcelona, it was only a couple hours before he responded, denouncing the terrorism there.
That was Janae Norman reporting in Washington. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your southern Utah forecast after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by AWI Networks, smarter internet.
And welcome back, everyone. A good Thursday evening to you. Temperatures a little bit below average here for today. A high reaching 96 degrees here in St. George. Our normal high this time of year at 99. And that record high goes to 110 way back in 1994. Overnight lows weren't pretty comfortable, though. Upper 60s. 68 degrees at overnight low here in St. George. No rain past 24 hours. I think we'll stay mainly dry for the weekend, but some rain chances do return as we get closer to early next week. Here's your highs from around the area today. 86 degrees up in Cedar City, 102 down in Las Vegas, 96 in Mesquite, and 96 degrees the high temperature Hurricane, 91 the high in Enterprise late this afternoon. Satellite and radar not really showing too much out there. Had a few clouds come through from time to time. Still seeing just a few of those clouds around the Cedar City area and a few more clouds over in parts of Nevada as well. But here in southern Utah, we're seeing mainly clear skies, and we'll keep those clear skies going as we head into the overnight hours of tonight, and that should allow temperatures to drop back into the 60s once again, much like we saw early this morning. Here's what else we can expect to see then. Plenty of sunshine in the forecast for our Friday. Dry but very warm. I think we'll get close to 100 once again here in St. George on Friday afternoon. Going to keep the warm weather around into the weekend. Again, probably very close to 100, maybe 101 as we get to Saturday afternoon with lots of sun and maybe a few clouds from time to time. And by early next week, then we'll keep it warm but bring some chance of rain back to the area. At least some isolated storms returning by about Monday or Tuesday of next week. Something to keep an eye on as we get to the first part of our next work week. Before tonight, we'll see mainly clear skies out there. That should allow temperatures to drop back into the mid-50s around Cedar City. Otherwise, low 70s in most areas here from St. George to Hurricane to Mesquite, about 73 degrees by tomorrow morning. West winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cedar City, we'll see temperatures again get back in the upper 80s, much like we saw today as we head into our Friday. Partly to mostly sunny skies, southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for St. George, temperatures once again close to 100. We'll go for 101 as our high temperature on Friday here in St. George. But again, lots of sunshine expected. Maybe a few clouds in the afternoon, but those west-southwest winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that heat definitely back on across our area. You can see on our surface map, bring that sizzling temperatures right back into southern Utah once again as we get close to 100, if not into the 100-degree range here, maybe 101, maybe 102 in some areas. Most of the rain that we've been seeing the last several days now pushing well off into the eastern part of our area, our eastern part of Colorado, I should say, and then back into parts of New Mexico. But we're going to just see that hot weather continue across our area, the dry weather continuing too. That should last for much of the weekend, but some more rain chances will return as we head into early next week. Here's a look at our high temperatures from tonight, or from our Friday, I should say. We'll see temperatures get back in the upper 80s once again, close to 90 in Enterprise, 88 degrees the high Cedar City, partly sunny skies, pretty pleasant. 101 the high temperature St. George, 104 the high temperature in Mesquite, 98 degrees in Hurricane. Again, sunshine expected for much of our Friday. Here's your Cedar City forecast for the next 7 days. Close to 90 for your Saturday, upper 80s by Sunday. But then again, a few rain chances come back early next week, and that may drop our temperatures back a little bit. Looking for our high temperatures next week in Cedar City, low 80s, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Here's the 7-day forecast for St. George, though. Again, looking like triple digits hang around as we head into our Saturday. Lots of sunshine expected. Upper 90s on Sunday, and then those rain chances early next week. Could be in the low 90s for highs Monday and Tuesday. So with the rain coming in next week, temperatures drop pretty nicely, back in the low 90s. That's some good news for us as we get to Monday and Tuesday. Big eclipse, of course, on Monday, and yeah, it looks like we might have some clouds in our area. Something to keep an eye on, definitely, to see if we'll get at least a peek of that eclipse, at least partial eclipse anyway, coming through southern Utah. But some clouds look like it may be kind of stubborn on Monday, so I'll have to keep an eye on that here the next couple of days.
The cloud cover might ruin the eclipse, but honestly, the rest of that week looked pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't really too bad. Actually, after we get through the weekend being kind of warm, and next week not too bad temperature-wise. We're going to really enjoy that, I think.
Absolutely. It'll be a great week.
All right.
Thanks, Chris. All right, the Doc Utah International Documentary Film Festival has a special event on the horizon. St. George News will be right back. amphitheater sits in the majesty of Padre Canyon, a formation created by nature eons ago. It's a place so magical it'll take your breath away. Now, the Dixie State University Doc Utah International Documentary Film Festival joins with Tuacahn Center for the Arts to present a documentary that intertwines the history of the place with a behind-the-scenes look at how the incredible stage production of Shrek the Musical came together. On September 4th, it kicks off its 8th season, running September 5th through 9th on the Dixie State campus. Doc Utah will host a gala dinner event in Tuacahn in advance of the evening's world premiere of Tuacahn, Miracle, and Padre Canyon. Thanks for watching.
We hope you have a great night.